On the border watch, the main route down to Rocky Point is open again after being shut down for an entire month.
Customs and Border Protection closed the port of entry in Lukeville to help Border Patrol process a record surge of migrants. Morgan Lowe spent the day at the border, joining us live now. How are folks reacting to the port finally opening back up again?
Nicole, everyone we spoke to said they are relieved that the border is back open again here in Lukeville, but we also heard a lot of frustration in people's voices asking why this happened in the first place. It was still dark outside when the Lukeville Port of Entry reopened and the first vehicle crossed from Arizona into Mexico. By the time the sun was out, it was almost as if the closure had never happened. Almost. What went through your mind as you were driving through?
Well, I mean, I feel happy now, you know, because I'll be able to see my family every weekend.
Jesus Salas lives in Phoenix, but his family is in Rocky Point.
It's been tough for all of us because, I mean, I feel like I'm telling you, it's spending money and it's more time and it's just ridiculous, you know, because we have to go around.
Customs and Border Protection closed the Lukeville port 1 month ago, stating the agency needed to shuffle its personnel to deal with a surge in migrants crossing into the U.S. in this area. Today, there are indications that surge is easing. 1 month ago, we were at this very site, and there were hundreds and hundreds of asylum seekers lined up to surrender to the Border Patrol. Today, there is not a person in sight. Back then, we spoke to people from Africa, India, Central and South America. Now you can see the remnants of what they left behind, but it seems that migrants are crossing the border somewhere else.
This is not a minor inconvenience for some tourists headed to the beach.
Back at the port of entry, a group of local political and business leaders gathered to express relief that the border is open again, but frustration that it was closed at all.
We did not receive notice. We knew it was closing, I think, at the same time all of these folks did, which was as it was being closed.
The Pima County manager says local governments were left out of the loop and businesses suffered. At the nearby Why Not travel store, business was down 90% in December.
Yeah, we did not make enough to cover the electric bill, so it was pretty rough.
To the people who live and work in this area, it's not just a border crossing. This is a lifeline.
This changes the lives of people living in small and vulnerable communities of color. And that's what happens when you close this port of entry.
Back out here live, we have not seen a flood of vehicle traffic heading either north or south of the border. It's been more like a steady trickle. But that is likely going to change tomorrow, Friday, as people from the valley get their first chance in a month to head down to Mexico and hit the beach. In Lukeville, I'm Morgan Lowe for Arizona's Family.